So back at our dashboard view, we're going to head over to campaigns. Campaigns is where you will see all of the emails that you have created in Klaviyo. And we're going to walk through how to do your first campaign. So first, you will give that campaign a name. Make it something that you can know what it is, even if it's in the reports. For tags, you can create new tags for this. Tags is another way for you to organize your campaigns. So then we'll click Create Campaigns. From here, we have our name. If we added tags, they're here. Who are you sending this campaign to? We have our list here. So we can look at, we have new subscribers, we have engaged subscribers, newsletter. After that, it tells you how many people would receive this campaign based on how many people are in this newsletter. And then it will ask if we're using smart sending. Smart sending allows you to limit the number of messages someone can receive. So you can say, yes, do not send this campaign to people who have received an email in the last 16 hours, or no, send this campaign to everyone. Use UTM Tracking. Do not use account defaults or use custom values. UTM Tracking is link tracking for your analytics. It lets you know which email was clicked, which button. It has all of that information into that universal tracking number. So you want to have that on. If you don't have any set up now, you can use custom values, which the source would be the list or segment name. The medium would be email, because this is a campaign email. And then a campaign would be the campaign name. This lets us know that if someone clicks on a link in this email, we can see what the source is, what the medium is, and the campaign name. We'll be able to see that when we view our analytics. So then after we set that, we're going to save and continue to content. From here, we'll be able to put the from, use our email address, our subject, we can set a preview text. This is a text that's usually on the upper right corner that kind of gives you an idea of what's in the email. And then we can save those changes. And then we can create a rich HTML, which is a drag and drop editor. We can do a text-based email, or we can use a template. So let's try using a template. Here we see we have a couple of email templates that we can get started with and kind of make our own. Up top, you see themed, you can see basic, and then our template. So as we're updating the things of our store, you will be able to have those available. So I'm going to have a simple email for this. You can click and be able to zoom into the actual theme to be able to see if that's the one you want to go with or not. So you do get a chance to look before you get started and rolling with the actual process. So I want something that's kind of minimalistic. So I'm going to choose one to get started with. Let's try this one. Here, as we're updating this email, it's on the right. So we're able to see how this is actually going to look when sent to our customers. On the left, you see the different aspects to be able to add to or edit this template. So for blocks, we have text, we have image, you can do columns, buttons, social links, drop shadow. All of that can be added over here. If you're looking to edit these in this email, like we want to switch this out for our actual email, let's replace it. This will open up your image library where you can choose a new logo for that. Same with this image. You can do placeholders, you can upload and import, or you could pull right from your catalog, which you see here. You're able to just select the one that you're looking for. So I'm going to choose one just to enter it in, and that brings in our product photo. We can add an alt text here, which I'm going to put as the white gloss label sheet. And if we needed to put a link just for this image, we can. There we go. So now we have our graphics. And I'm going to edit this text. So I'm going to say, shop our bestseller. If I wanted to update this font, it's much like any other document editor. You can just choose your font from here and add it, highlight it, and then change the font. And that's how you can do that. And then here we can take out the text and let's grab a block. Let's get some products in here. So we could drop a product, we could drop it in here, and we have our feed that it could come in, or we could select from our catalog. So let's see. Let's get our gloss, and one of our best sellers, we'll add that one too. There we go. So we'll click add products. This will bring those products into our theme. So there we go, 1, 2, and 3. So you have 1, 2, and 3. And this is how you edit how these products will look. So you can do the name, the product price, the button. If you wanted to do a custom description, you can add that in. And then click save. Now I noticed that like these buttons don't really add up to what I have in my store. It doesn't really match my my brand. So I want to update those colors. That could be found under styles. So we have the background that we could change, the content background. If we wanted to add a border, the font, we can change the color of our fonts, our text color, font weight for our links, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, our mobile site, data format, and our background. So that's how we can go through and change how these look. So I'm going to change the color of my fonts. Do a for our links. Then if we come here and edit this block, we can do block styles, and everything that is set here, we can add those colors right in here. So since we have these buttons, I don't really need this button here because it's the only thing I'm going to be showcasing, so I can delete this block and it'll be removed from the email. I can do the same with our social links. You can add blocks pretty much everywhere on this email. So once you're satisfied with this, you can click Save Content. After that, you're brought back to your editor where we see the information that we put up top and then an actual view of the email we are looking to send. With Klaviyo, one thing is you can add a variation to this email to be able to do A/B testing. So you can change up your variations here and you can set your settings for your test. And this helps with figuring out which of your subjects are higher performing, which one does your audience particularly click open more. A lot of platforms, email marketing platforms, this portion of use is really always a paid thing. A/B testing isn't something that's normally just available. And with Klaviyo, with your free plan, you are able to do your A/B testings. So you can send a random sample of recipients and the winning variation to everyone else. So this determines how big that test sample will be. And if you set it to 100%, it will send to everyone immediately. But if you want to say whichever email gets 19% open first, that's the one we're going to go with. How long should we run this test before picking the winning variation? You can set the hours here up to 96. And then how should we choose the winner? So you're either going to go with the open rate or the unique clicks. With this, it's going to tell you how these two emails performed. And once a winner is picked, then the winning one will be sent to the rest of your list. So that is one way to do A/B testing. And then the second one is to send different send times. And so your first variation can go out on a special day and a special time. And then campaign B can go out on another day at another time, or same date in a different time. So that helps you see if your audience is opening. So we're going to save and schedule the campaign. From here, once we have everything set, we're going to be able to get an overview of what is needed and what is completed for our new campaign. So we want to see all green checks here. And once it is here, then you'll click either schedule campaign, or in this case, since we did an A/B test, we will schedule A/B test. Once that is complete, you'll be brought to the sent. It says your campaign is waiting to go. It lets you know the times and the days that it's going to be sent. And then back in our campaigns, we can see that new campaign that we have set. When it's scheduled, if it's an A/B test, and once it runs, we will be able to see the open rate and the click rate here and any orders that were placed. So that is campaigns.